Well, good morning. Happy Memorial Day. It's Monday, May 28th, 2018. We're getting close to halfway through the year. We had our first chicken processing of the year. It went really well. We managed to get 91 birds slaughtered and plucked and eviscerated by 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and it left us plenty of time to package those birds. We did some things different. We're now packaging birds in a shrink bag, which we feel like it is working better for us to do it like that. It makes the chicken a little bit easier to handle because it does shrink up and condenses the amount of space that it takes. And plus, one factor that I think really helped us was changing up the scalding technique. For those of you out there who are processing your own birds like we do, some of you might be using a dunking mechanism that has some shackles that you can slide the chicken's feet into, and then you dip them in the water. You kind of jiggle it to try to agitate it and lift them up out of the water, and then dunk them back in the water. But it doesn't agitate well, so that the hot water can penetrate the feathers. And then with pulling the birds out, putting the birds back in, pulling them out, putting them back in, all that in and out motion is supposed to be the agitation. And also too, you're trying to regulate how hot those birds get. And it doesn't, I don't know, I've always struggled with either underscalding or overscalding. If you underscald, then they don't pluck very good, and then you have birds going to the evisceration stations with feathers on them still, and so then people are having to do a lot of hand plucking, which kind of defeats the purpose of having a plucking machine. And then overscalding, well, then you're ruining birds because the skin will tear, and you'll actually slightly cook some of the meat, and we don't want that. So I was listening to a podcast called Pastured Poultry Talk. The guy's name is Mike Badger. Yeah, Mike Badger. And so he did an episode not too long ago that was just strictly about scalding. And now he uses a rotary system that rotates the birds through the water automatically. But he said that a guy that he learned from, or someone he knew, he would just chunk the birds right into the hot water at 147 degrees, take a boat oar, stir that pot, stir those chickens around, just keep them moving through the hot water so they never stop moving, basically. Man, would you look at that? Some jackwagon chunked a grill out on the side of the road. I swear. Anyways, so he does that for like 60 seconds at 147 degrees, stirring the water, stirring the chickens around. at first I was trying to think of, well, how am I going to do a timer? But then I thought, well, heck, I'll sing a song in my head. And so what I do is I either hum it or sing Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. As funny as that sounds, it works. And as I'm nearing the end of it, I will I also have a large cage that would sit inside the scalding tank. And so I could either use a stick that I'm using to stir the chickens with to lift a bird up and get a hold of some wing feathers and see how well they pull out. And then I'll also grab one of the chicken's toes and see how easily the skin slides off of the toe. But if I have easy feather removal and easy skin removal, then they're ready to go. And so I just lift the cage up, and I was able to set it on top of the scalding tank, and just reach in, pull the birds out, drop them in the plucker, and let it run. And they came out perfect every time. And not only did every feather, with the exception of maybe 3 or 4 tail feathers, not only did every feather come off, but their feet came away almost perfectly clean every time. And that was awesome. Because in the past, using the dunking method, the feet never come completely clean, and it's aggravating. So anyway, I was thrilled with it. I thought it turned out great, and we were able to get them all packaged and chilled, and but then we realized, oh no, we have sold too many chickens. And so the three birds we had to cull because they had a broken wing or a broken leg, those are our birds basically. So but anyway, so I guess it's a good problem to have, to sold too many, because at least we have the money. But sure, it'd be nice to eat some of those chickens that I raised. So anyways, but if you're a chicken producer, definitely go and check out that podcast. Check out Pasture Poultry Talk. They have a Facebook group. It's pretty informative. So anyways, well, I'm home now. It's time to go in and eat some breakfast after this drive home from the fire station. Y'all have a great day. See you next time.